Hello everyone, welcome to the next episode of Southeast Fishing. Today you join me at Tricklebrook Fishery and I am on the Match Lake. And I'm on the Match Lake because I'm targeting the perch. Now I know there's £3 plus perch in it, just under £4. Might even be a £4 in it, who knows. And I've had them at £3 2 ounce I believe, which is my personal best. So I know there's fish in here that can beat that. So I thought early season perch, first perch session of the year, and I thought I'm going to give it a go. I'm going to come here because I know this water quite well and I know the spots that's likely to produce. So, you know, I'm going to try and catch one for you. However, the water level is about a foot down, so I'm not sure if that's going to play a part in making it more difficult. I hope not. But so far, I've not had anything. And first got here just as the sun was coming up and set up a float rod with a lobtail. Normally you can nick one out. Couple of spots that I've tried, nothing, so that doesn't bode well, but I'm gonna persevere and I will hopefully succeed in catching a £2 perch because that's what my target is. I've already caught loads of live bait and that was on just single maggot in the margin, and along with them I've caught some of the big roach in here. There is loads of around a £1 roach, so if you like catching decent roach, it's definitely a lake to try. I've also had a small carp and a bream, or a couple of bream, on float fished worm in the spot. I'm basically fishing in between this margin and that spit, and that's where I normally fish. But I thought I'm going to give it a different tactic this time. So I've come this side, and that gives me the option to fish that island if I want, and the margins around the spit, and then the long margin where I'm fishing now. So that's what I'm going to give it a go. I've already had a run on a live bait rod but didn't connect. It is what it is, perch fishing, that's what happens. So today I'll be live baiting with one rod on the ledger, just simple running ledger, because I'm not going to use anything like a Dyson rig, which is where you have the bait popped up off the bottom, because it's only about 2.5 to 3 foot deep. So I'm going to have it as low as I can with about a 1.5 foot trace. So that means the fish can only come up to 1.5 foot, so mid water. So I don't want it on the surface or anything like that. And then I will be float fishing with sections of prawn and worm, and feeding chopped worm, chopped prawn, and maggots over the top. Yeah, I'll bring you back if I catch anything. I will probably move around the lake. I'll take my float rod with me and I'll just try and stalk some little spots and try and get one that way. Okay. Hey Sean, shoot us. Oh. Little carp. first one of the session. Well, second carp, but a little bit bigger this one. Lovely, let's get him back. Again, on the side of them roach. You can't grumble catching them even if you are after perch. So I've decided I'm going to do a lap around the lake with 2 rods, and it's the bare minimum. And I've decided live baits is the way. On prawn and worm, all I've had is carp, roach and bream, no perch. So, and I've had 4 runs on the live bait rig, not connected however. So on one rod, I'll show you the rigs quickly. That's the ledger rod, nice and simple, 1 ounce bomb, free running. Now with the ledger, you want a nice large hole. A nice large hole. That one is actually big enough. Sometimes you'd use like a ceramic ring or something like that. And then you've got a little kicker, just to stop them try and tangle. Down to a size 8 hook. And all you do is you lip hook the roach, and then put a little bit of rubber on the hook to keep them on. And for my float rod, oh yeah, I've also changed over to a live bait float rod. So I've got a loafer, couple of shot, and then same as the business end, but this one I'm going to use a slightly larger hook, size 8 I think, or size 6, one of them. So that's that, and I'm going to target different spots. I'm going to give it about 15-20 minutes in each spot, and then see if it produces. If not, move on to the next. Moving around has definitely paid off. Look at that. Beautiful. 2 pounds, 9 ounces, and he's proud. Look at him. Stunning. Big old chunky fish. Absolutely amazing. That was just by a tree in the little side here. I'll show you. Maybe you saw it in the video. I was out there 30 seconds maybe. Look at that. See if I can get the camera zoomed in colour-wise. There you go. Stunning fish. Yeah. made up with that one. That's the £2 target achieved. All we can do now is try and catch some more. And yeah, all these large fish are relatively young. I mean, you can see how good a condition that is. Relatively young. So yeah, happy days. Let me give you a quick rundown of Tricklebrook Match Lake before it starts raining, which it's going to in a minute. It says the app and says the clouds in the sky. So yeah, that's where I am at the moment. Well, that's where my base is. That's where I stayed this morning, and I was fishing in the middle. That's where I've had carp and bream and all that. But normally you get a few tench in there, a few perch in there. Sorry, and then all down this margin, along those bushes. That's a really good spot for perch, but it's not really produced today. And then you've got like a tiny little bay around there. That's a really good spot for perch to try and nick one out. And then you've basically got like two separate lakes cut by this spit, which I'm on at the moment. So you've got this bowl, which is the whole lake's about 4 foot deep, but at the moment the water's about a foot down, so you're looking at about 3 foot deep at the moment, so it's not particularly deep. Oh, hello, I just had a bite on light bait. Go again. Definitely a bite. Ah, phew. Ah. Let's get back down there. So as I was saying, yeah, before I had that bite, it's about 3 foot deep at the moment, normally about 4 foot. You've got trees all along there, they're all really good spots. And that little corner there, I let my perch about there, tight to these trees. Even down along all these margins, all along here and on the other side, which is where I'm fishing right now. I've got one just there, that's the ledger rod, and then I've got a float rod just there which I had to take on. So do not dismiss the margins, they are excellent. And there's also two, this is the other side of the lake, there's two islands, really good features. Again, they'll all do perch. Yeah. And then you've got like a tiny little shallow bay here. Yeah, that's really shallow. That's where they used. That was the ramp for digging the lake out. So it's not very deep there. So, yeah, this is where I usually fish for the perch, along this spit. But as I said, I'm fishing over there today because down here and down here, I've had a couple of good perch the last times I was here. So I was trying to give it a go, but I might do it when I go back round, when the rain comes, who knows. So yeah, that is Tricklebrook Match Lake. Right, let's get back to fishing. Result of that bite, not a monster, but it will do. Just under £1, taking on a little roach live bait. Lovely. Can't beat perch, so aggressive in their nature. Let's see if we can get another one, a little bit bigger next time, preferably. That's the end of the session, guys. Thank you for watching. Ended up with a decent £2 9-ounce perch, loads of carp, loads of big roach, a few other perch and a few snotties. So not a bad day. Definitely harder than I hoped, but I expected it was going to be, because it's a bit early in the season and all the carp and the bream, everything like that, are all still really active. So it makes fishing with bait very difficult. So I think I did the right thing and go with live bait. I'm just absolutely shattered. I've walked around the whole lake. I only spent about 2 hours in my swim, so I'm going to go home, probably get a kebab and rest. Till next time, guys, thanks for watching.